have a presentation in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I want to touch base with you. The assignment that you gave me by the end of the day. EOD. Do you know what that stands for? End of day. We need this done in 2 hours. 2 hours. All of this is what my life has looked like for the last 2 months. And let me just say that this is starting to feel really familiar. If you hated high school, you will hate the corporate environment, and that's all I'm gonna say. My manager just sent a task for me to do, but we've never done this before, so I'm just gonna send her a quick email and ask for some instructions maybe so I can do it right. How do I do this? Is that too aggressive? Maybe just one question mark. That feels more corporate. Hi, Miss Manager. How do I do it? We've never, ever done this before. Let's send it. I just got a text from my manager. Hey, saw your email. I sent this outline to you before, you dumb idiot. Never blow up my inbox again. Looks like we're on our own today. That was the absolute worst report I've ever seen. We need a meeting ASAP. Oh my. I just got a random meeting dropped into my calendar. I'm scared, I'm scared. Did you get a meeting dropped in your calendar too? Oh my God, thank God. Because I was like, why would she need to talk to me for 3 hours? She can't even respond to a text on a good day. I thought I was gonna get laid off.
Can you give us an update on your current task?
Yeah, I should have it done by tomorrow.
Okay, so it sounds like there's no blockers or dependencies that'll impact the team's velocities.
Did I have to be on this call? They're not even talking to me.
Hurry up and finish your work faster.
Exactly. Thank you, Jared.
No, thank you.
No. I didn't even need to be there for that. 3 hours? Are you kidding? If you just take one little moment and use that brain to think, you would realize that since elementary school, since birth, we've been primed to work up to corporate. Isn't that crazy to think about? I don't know if that's really true, but that's what I think it's true. It's like a conspiracy theory. I've never had so much deja vu at a job before. The first day I got there, everyone was complaining that they moved their desks around and they were like, oh my gosh, we don't sit by each other anymore. And I was like, hold on. Are we in high school or are we in corporate? No, I'm just kidding. I'd be mad if my coworker got moved too, but still, I was like, this is weird. You have similar schedules at corporate that you do at school. Like school is 7 to 3, corporate's 9 to 5, 9 to 6. It feels like school. You have the really big overachievers. You have the people that do just enough to get by. You have the people that aren't really good at their job, but they're there because they're there. Another part that's super similar in high school is like the politics of it. I mean, there's cliques in every job that you work at. Because now you're working at this really big corporate company and there's so many different roles and groups. There's the publicity department, then there's the marketing department, and then there's the business affairs department. Those departments are each other's like cliques. And inside those cliques, you have bigger cliques. It feels like I've been primed since high school to be in a position like this, which, do I love it? Am I obsessed with it? No, I don't want to work 5 days a week anywhere. Anywhere. Doing anything unless I love it. Like this, I would do something like this. Even some of the words they use feel like a school. I just gave you an assignment to do for the end of the day. You have a deadline, have it done by this date. They don't have grades and stuff, but your grades is really your performance. If you were able to navigate the politics of a high school space, guaranteed you'll be able to navigate the politics through a corporate space. Very similar. It's really just basic social skills. It's like small talking to your desk neighbor and, you know, greeting everyone. It's all those really small things that makes you survive in a space like corporate that you learn in high school. You learn it at a very early age, but not everyone likes it, not everyone keeps up with it, and therefore they end up getting eaten alive in corporate spaces, but I was always good at that, so I feel right at home. This is actually like no big deal to me. Let's talk about the things I hate about corporate now. Get ready with me while I tell you 3 things that I hate about corporate. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Working 5 days a week is absolutely too much. 5 days a week is a lot. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, Gen Z never wants to work, but when you really think about it, 5 days out of your week, 8-hour days, really more like 10-hour days considering the commute. 5 days is a lot of time away from your life. I have been working 4-day weeks when I was working in retail, and it was perfect. I could afford all my bills. I had more than enough time to like get my life together, but 5 days is a lot. That's my whole life. I blink and I'm back at work. I'm a little bored with just this. We're gonna throw on this sweater vest over it. And that's gonna bring us to number 2, performance anxiety. This is a really big deal in corporate. When you're not in corporate, you start to wonder, why are people in corporate so stressed? It's because they're literally 2 mistakes away from getting laid off from their position. So they have to just be on their A game at all times because of this job climate. We're gonna wear these jeans to work because they kind of have a like brown acid wash. You could be a cashier for the rest of your life and you won't ever get fired. But corporate, there's no ceiling. This is once you stop pushing the ceiling up, they start to think you're expendable, they can get someone better, so that their company can just keep expanding. And to top it off, we're gonna wear my Doc Marten Carlson suede, and this is my work outfit for the day. Ooh, it's kind of messy. So it looks like from the back. Maybe by the end of this year, I'll have 12 things I don't like about corporate. But right now, I only have 2. So let's end this video on a positive note. What if I told you I was at work, at home, right now? How can you not like the idea of working from home? This is truly one of the best things I've ever been able to experience while working this job. I have a hybrid schedule, and what is there not to love about working hybrid? I'm 3 days in office, 2 days remote, Monday, Friday. I really do feel like my life is at a balance. Just for the record though, I'm on lunch right now. This is a work day though. It's 12:05. This is when I usually take my lunch. I was just complaining that I work 5 days a week, which I do, but working these 2 remote days, driving to work for 45 minutes, sitting down, getting settled, opening my computer, that takes a whole extra hour and a half on your day, there and back. But having 2 remote days out of the week, being Monday and Friday, I just wake up, put my clothes on, and get to my computer, start working. That feels amazing. And it really does alleviate a lot of the pressure from working 5 days a week. Like, hybrid is king. Personally, I couldn't do remote, fully remote. I think that's too lonely and isolated for me. But hybrid is like the perfect sweet spot. One of the best things ever. Like, this has made work so digestible. I don't know how you couldn't love having a hybrid work schedule. Number 2, I get every holiday off. I don't have to fight for holiday time off anymore. I don't have to book my flights and then hope that my time doesn't get denied, my RTO doesn't get denied. I just automatically have it off. I don't have to fight for it. I can just go home and see my family like it should be. That's how life should be. But you know, retail stores are open 24/7, so what can you do? And last but not least, corporate actually doesn't feel like a brick wall. I have also worked a lot of retail, but a lot of retail jobs are just a brick wall. They might have really good benefits and they might have good pay. You don't feel like you're progressing anywhere. You don't feel like you're moving. Corporate, you feel like, okay, I may not love this job, but I know this is going to lead to more and more and more job opportunities in the future. Whereas like my cashier job might lead me to become a manager and then like a regional supervisor. If that's the route you want to take, that's different, but that's not a route I want to take. So for me, retail felt like a dead end. I wasn't going to ever go anywhere. My career will move on and I will eventually have a well-paying job where I'm happy and can afford a 1-bedroom in LA. That's all I want, a 1-bedroom and a car that freaking works. It's not a high ask, it really isn't. And with that, that's been my last 2 months of my new corporate job. Just a little life update. It feels like high school in a lot of ways, but you know, it is a different environment. It is a new opportunity, and I'm just grateful that I'm here. And I'm grateful and I'm excited to see where it's going to take me. Well, that's it for me. Thank you always for watching my videos and watching me and just watching me tackle life. Oh, got an email. Making sure it wasn't from my boss. Look, the corporate. Every time my phone rings, I'm like, is that my boss? Is that my boss? Like. I'm on my lunch break right now, so let's talk about the things I hate about corporate while I eat some pizza. So yummy. This is from this place, sorry, I get so off topic, but there's this from this place called Desano. They make all their pizza in the little stone brick one, like the stone brick ovens. If there's one thing I love talking about, it's things I hate about a job. My favorite thing ever. I love talking about how much I hate a job. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. my camera's gonna die. Being only 2 months